Hello and welcome to the Museum of TJ. I'm TJ, a man who's 60 years old, and for the last 45 years, I've collected a lot of junk. Some good, some just garbage, but I need to go through it. The thing is, almost everything has memories to me. So I want to go through it on camera, leave a little legacy behind for anyone who might want to watch this after I'm gone or while I'm still here. And I'm going to find items that I think will sell, pull them out of here, clean them off, test them out, and put them up on eBay. Right now, I think I've got a bunch of computer stuff. I got a bunch of video stuff. Not as valuable as I think it is, but more valuable than throwing it in a dumpster. I just can't bear to do that. So that's why we're here. Museum of TJ. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we can find. This is where all my junk is stored. Much of what I have, well, that's clothes right there, that top bin. Much of what I have is papers and books, but I also have a lot of computers and computer stuff. There's some 45 RPM records there. Maybe not valuable, but somebody might want them. And I just don't want to throw it all in a dumpster. This here is a bunch of cassette tapes. This means something to me because I spent years collecting them and recording them and putting them together. Now I don't quite know what to do with them. Why it was important to me at some point, why I hung on to it. Some stuff is obvious. There's a box for a Power Mac G4. I actually have that upstairs. I brought some stuff up into the dining room already. So that's just a good computer that I think can not necessarily be used, but somebody might want it because it's an antique. So I'm going to take it up there, see if I can get it working, sell it on eBay. And then some stuff, cables, you got to keep like all cables, unfortunately. So I got to go through and see which are useful or which sell or which go with which computers. And then some is just junk. Some is stuff I don't need. Speakers, don't really need right now. Souvenirs from Disneyland, maybe worth selling. Got a lot of video cameras too, and camcorders and VCRs. Not a lot. Those are mostly down at my wife's house. Up at my wife's house. We live apart from each other during the week, unfortunately. So I'm going to refer to it as Beach. That's on Beach Street. This is Winmore. Okay, so now I got some extension. So I'm trying to pull myself around over to here so you can see the rest of the big piles of stuff. Why is this thing not coming? Got a whole big reel here. Get stuck. Okay, so now we're over here. Some stuff I don't want to throw away. That's a picture of myself and my brother Larry at the Reagan Museum, Simi Valley. Maybe I'll put in a scrapbook. My wife is nice enough to have created a scrapbook for me. So really important things can go in there, or I'll give it to my brother. I'll probably digitize it first too, so I have it. Then there are things like that chair. Could be a funky, cool chair that somebody wants on eBay. I don't have a use for it. It's kind of too small for me, and we don't have a lot of house to furnish. There is a nest of cables. I believe some of those posters sticking out there might be old Star Wars posters. May have some value. In some of these boxes are camcorders. There's an 8mm projector. You see why I don't want to just throw it away. And why it was important to me. My mom's first video, I was always interested in photography and video. And my mom was using Super 8 films back in the 70s and recording my brother play basketball. So we may still have some of those around at the very least. If the projector works, somebody might want that. Okay, this is way too long an introduction. I will cut it out. Oh, and then there's stuff like this. An early PDA. Wonder if it works. By Sharp. I have no use for it. Maybe somebody wants it. Maybe it has some value. A lot of telephone stuff too. Telephone stuff is just getting mostly thrown out. So here's some stuff. Fables from the Mud. Didn't know this person specifically, Eric Quisling. I think he was a friend of a friend. And we went to their house, his house, and he gave me a copy of his book. I don't know, maybe he's more popular now than he used to be. Old card from an old girlfriend. Look at it, remember it, and then throw it away. I'm married to someone else now. Red Herrings and White Elephants. I think this is a book with cute little stories. Like this should go on a shelf somewhere. Here is Simpsons stamps, 44-cent stamps. $8.80 at the time. Well, that makes sense. 20 of them. Wonder if they have any value on the eBay market. Can't really use them now. Here's a drawing from my niece when she was a kid. So that's a nice memory. Maybe goes in a scrapbook. Small utility box. These were important to me because I did computer repair for a while. And when you repair those, especially the small computers, all the screws go in a separate area so you know how to put them all back. And this one had a lid. Some people used ice cube trays, which were fine, but this one had a lid so I can close it up and not worry about it spilling overnight. And then here's a firewire cable. This could be of value to somebody. Maybe I can use it in some of my testing. There's a pair of my underwear, which I don't think is that old. Let's see if they have a size I can fit. I won't tell you what the size is. Yeah, I might be able to wear these. So those are going upstairs. Okay, but what I wanted to get to is something I saw under here. And this box here is a Macintosh. It's marked. My sister helped put a lot of this stuff away, and she's good at marking things. Macintosh PowerPC 7200 120. Fragile, no padding. So here's the no padded Macintosh 7200. Now this, I'm going to make sure it's in camera. This doesn't have a whole lot of meaning to me. It's not the first one I had. I think at one point I was just buying Macintoshes because I wanted to. But it is something that maybe we can see if it still runs, and if it does, sell it on eBay. Can I open it up easily? I don't remember how. I think it just snaps off somehow. But I'll do that up at the desk. So here we go. First item I found. First time I want to look at, see if it works, and sell it. Problem is it weighs so much. eBay costs you an arm and a leg to ship these things. So you sell it for 20 bucks or 50 bucks if you're lucky, and then you ship it on eBay for 40 bucks. And you charge them 20 because they don't want to pay 40 or 50 shipping. Okay, well, we'll see what value this holds and if it even works. If it works, it's always has more value than if it doesn't. Okay, let's go upstairs and check it out. Okay, thank you for visiting Museum of TJ. Come back next time when we find some more good stuff to put on eBay or to throw in the trash. Clever sign-off line right here. And check out my other, I love when they do this. Check out the other videos that come up here, or this one if you want to see something else. Bye.